Hello YouTube. Here we are with our second test of the Apeiron Bladeworks knife, and as you can see, I have you on the 200 magnification microscope, and we're taking a look at the edge. It's sharp in places, and as you can see, blunt in others. That's kind of representative of the whole edge. I'm going to try to get a better system to do these, and maybe I can shoot them beforehand and splice them in, but I did want to try and use it at least a little bit so you can see the edge as it is. And there you go. That's, as you can see, it's sharp about where the cursor is on the screen, and then we've got a flattened out place there. As I said yesterday, I'm going to test these as delivered because that's the edge that you'll get, so that's the way I think that they should be done. So let's back you out. And let's look at this in detail. You can see the difference in the liners there. Again, I don't know if that is intentional or not. And from the bottom here to here is just about an inch wide. Trying to get that to focus a little better for you. And there are gaps you can see right in here between the inner liners and the outer ones. The bearings are proud. They're not inlet, nor are the screws here. And same thing with the glass breaker. And as I said yesterday, these liners are not flat and square. They are wider back here than they are up here. They're narrower at the front than they are at the back. I apologize. I'm trying to look around the back of the camera to make sure that you're seeing what I want to say. So let's dive in, and we pretty well reviewed that. Let's do the cutting test. I judge it on two things. We'll see if it'll cut phone book paper, and barring that, if it will at least cut typing paper or copy paper. So let's get you set up here. And I'll focus on the board so that I know if I'm on the board, you should be able to see it. We'll start with phone book paper. it grabs it and tears it. It either slides or just rips it. So we're not phone book sharp. Let's try some copy paper. Sliding. There we go. It cuts in spots. It'll cut to a spot and then it hits a dull spot and it tears. So that's where we're at. I can feel roll places here on the edge. So I've got a little, let's try at least a few cuts on cardboard. And let's see how we do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It cuts 10, 11 is a lot of resistance. 12, 13. It cuts to a point and then it just digs in and tears it apart. Well, we've still got at least some edge. Let's try some rope. I'm sure it's not going to push cut. No. So let's try draw cut. It will draw cut. So let's try a few of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's really, that back really digs into your hand, and also this clip area here really digs into the side of your hand also. We'll call it 9. I'm sorry, I lost count. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, sort of, 26, 27, I can't cut all the way through anymore on a pass, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and 50. And mostly it just won't cut all the way through, and my hands are beat. It's tearing the end of my finger up. So let's clean the edge and we will test again. I always, when I cut cardboard or rope or anything, I always clean the edge because I don't want to know if there's crap on the edge, how dull that is. I want to know how dull the steel is. So I always take some lighter fluid, put it on my rag, clean it up, get any crud off of it before we check it. Let's grab our copy paper because we know it wouldn't cut the phone book paper already. And we're pretty much done with I can cut in spots basically. There's a good cut. Let's get another piece. Let's see what we can do. If I hit it right, it will cut it. It's cutting in spots, and if I can get it started, and then it'll get to the next place, and it just stops and starts tearing. I can see light reflected here, here, and back here. There are rolls up here to the side. It's pretty much cooked. You know, it's, what can you say? This is a knife that was sold for $950. The edge it was delivered with was minimal at best. The fit and finish, even though it's a rock pattern, we're not judging the pattern. Keep that in mind. I keep saying that. But just the overall fit and finish and the usability of the knife is what I'm judging. It's extremely hard to push it through cardboard. That's probably a lot of the geometry up here where you're going from a hollow grind, and then it just hits this really wide edge. On shallow cuts, it seems to do a little better. I don't know if you can, my lighting sucks too. That's something else. I've got to get us some lights. I'm trying to see if I can show you where the flat spots are, but I don't think it's showing up. Here, just by way of comparison, I'd like to show you this. This is a knife by Andre Thorburn, and let's back you out just a little bit. This knife is $200 less than this, and again, we're not judging um, the styles, the patterns, but just the fit and the finish, how things are put together. You know, it's a Swiss watch, and like I say, it's $200 less than this. You know, I would say do your research when you're going to make that kind of an expenditure. Ask around, ask a lot of the people on the different knife forums, read, ask actual makers. That's a lot of money to spend. The reason this one was so controversial is because it is my understanding, and if I'm corrected, I will do a video on it, but it's my understanding that the maker will not do anything about it. So and again, it wouldn't lock up. It was extremely hard to open and close. It's still not easy, but the owner had another knife maker work on the action to the point where it would at least open and close. So I'm going to leave the test there. You know, as you can see, it just got to a point where even with a lot of force, I couldn't push it through all the way anymore. And that's with just a few cuts in cardboard and 50 cuts in the rope. Cardboard's trivial. I should be able to do 200 cuts and still shave with any good modern steel. I've done that, and you know, with VG10, with AUS8, you know, steels that are certainly below or on par with this. So there's our test of this one. The next thing that is coming up will be the two Auroras, and I will either try to do them together or do them back to back. And you know, same thing, we're going to do, see what edge we have on. You know, same parameters are going to keep going through all of these from now on. And I will find out how to ship this back to the owner and get it back to him. And I appreciate all of you guys a lot. I really love your comments, love you watching. You take it easy, YouTube, and we will talk to you later.